Imagine waking up one day, stepping into a role, and within hours losing yourself completely. What if I told you that under the right conditions, you could become a monster or a powerless victim without even realizing it? In 1971, a group of young men participated in an experiment at Stanford University that changed the way we understand human psychology forever. What started as a simple role-playing exercise quickly spiraled into something terrifying. This is the Stanford Prison Experiment, a shocking study that reveals how power, authority, and environment can completely transform human behavior. But more importantly, it has lessons that you can apply in your everyday life to protect yourself from manipulation, understand social dynamics, and develop emotional resilience. In 1971, psychologist Philip Zimbardo wanted to study how roles affect behavior. So he turned the basement of Stanford University into a mock prison. In 1971, I found myself in a basement at Stanford University, transformed into a mock prison. I was one of the young men randomly assigned to be a guard. It was surreal. With just a uniform and sunglasses, I felt this rush of power. My role shifted my behavior. I became authoritative, even aggressive. Meanwhile, the prisoners were stripped of their identities, reduced to numbers. What started as an experiment quickly spiraled out of control. The guards became cruel and the prisoners helpless. Within days, the psychological toll was staggering. This wasn't just a study. It was a chilling exploration of human nature, revealing how easily we can conform to roles and lose ourselves in the process. I remember the moment we were split into guards and prisoners. It felt surreal, like stepping into a social experiment. The guards, donned in uniforms, suddenly held power while we, the prisoners, were stripped of our autonomy. It was fascinating to watch how quickly we adapted. The guards began to embrace their authority, enforcing rules with surprising intensity. Meanwhile, the prisoners formed alliances, strategizing to cope with the oppressive environment. Tensions escalated, and what started as a simple role-play spiraled into a psychological experiment. It was a stark reminder of how easily power dynamics can shift, revealing the darker sides of human nature. In just a few days, we learned that roles can shape behavior in ways we never expected. At first, everything seemed normal, but within hours, something disturbing began to happen. The guards, dressed in uniforms and sunglasses, quickly embraced their authority. They began imposing harsh punishments, humiliating prisoners, and treating them as inferior. Shocking. These weren't evil men, they were regular students. The prisoners, initially resistant, soon became submissive, depressed, and hopeless. Some even accepted their new reality as if they were truly criminals. Zimbardo himself, acting as the prison superintendent, got so absorbed in the experiment that he failed to recognize how out of control it had become. So why did this happen? This experiment uncovered key psychological phenomena. De-individuation. When people feel anonymous in a group, they are more likely to act in extreme ways. Power corrupts. Given unchecked authority, even ordinary people can become cruel. Learned helplessness. When people feel they have no control, they stop resisting, even in unfair situations. This experiment explains so much about our world. Why some people abuse power in workplaces, governments, or social structures. Why people stay in toxic relationships. They feel trapped, just like the prisoners. Why bullying escalates. Because power, when unchecked, becomes dangerous. Here's how you can use these insights to protect yourself and improve your life. Recognize power dynamics. Be aware of how authority can influence behavior and set boundaries. Resist learned helplessness. If you're in a bad situation, remind yourself that you can take action. Develop emotional resilience. Don't let the environment dictate your identity. Define who you are. The Stanford Prison Experiment was supposed to last 2 weeks. But it was shut down after just 6 days because it became too dangerous. What do you think? Would you have acted differently in this experiment? Let's talk in the comments below. And if you found this video valuable, hit that like button, subscribe for more psychology insights, and share this with someone who needs to hear it. Thanks for watching, and remember, you control your own mind.